Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Kevin Fiala trade that happened yesterday. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Now let's get to it. And we saw a trade go down where the Wild were sending Fiala to the Los Angeles Kings due to multiple buyouts that the Wild had to do. Didn't necessarily have to, but they did. That will cause them to have to spend $13 million to go against the team's cap next year, and a few more years as well. I think it'll actually be a little bit more next year and the year after that. And then in exchange for getting Fiala, the Kings sent over a 2022 first-round draft pick, as well as a 19-year-old prospect, Brock Faber, who is a Minnesota Gopher. So now we know the pieces of the deal. Who won the trade? It's not always as easy as saying, oh, obviously this side, but let's talk about what both sides got in a little bit more depth. The Kings get a 25-year-old winger, that being Fiala, soon to be 26, who was in RFA, coming off his best season in terms of points with 85, and managed to get him to a 7-year deal for around $55 million, or $7.9 million per season, if you want to look at it that way. The Wild, of course, got a Minnesota native in Faber, who is currently, like I said, playing for Minnesota and will likely want to play for the team going forward as a long-term. And then, of course, they got that draft pick, which could be a potential key piece with them having, I think, 2 first-round draft picks. I want to say like the 19th and the 24th overall pick. And yeah, so we see those things. Right away, I'm going to say LA won. I know Fiala has never had a season like this before, but he's put together a very good year. Remember, he's going to be going on 26, so he still has time to hit his prime. And the fact that he has 419 regular season games as well as some postseason experience is big. Excuse me. And then, they do have a bright future, that being the LA Kings. 7 years is a little bit long for me in terms of the contract, but he did a great job in terms of getting his team in the zone, getting into the zone himself, as well as creating chances for himself and his teammates, which is big. Listen to this stat. 4 NHL forwards that played 500 minutes or more by any, forward this season. Fiala was 20th in the league in this category. Actually, no, he was 22nd for primary assists, and then as well for overall assists. That's good, because he also had 66 even strength points this year, which was 10th most by any player in the league, by all players, not just forwards in the league, but by everyone in general. And then, of course, the Kings ranked 20th in the league in this category for even strength goals. 2 good things right there. You look at the ability to get teammates to score, as well as being able to score at even strength. Of course, the Kings finishing 20th there is not ideal. And I do think that he should be able to help out the power play for his new team, because even though he only had 17 man advantage points this season, you also have to factor in that Minnesota's power play wasn't lighting the world on fire. Fiala, though, is already a guy that has a shooting percentage above league average, so that's good and desperately needed for the Kings, considering they shot or had the worst shooting percentage by any team in the league, if I'm not mistaken. At least it was down there towards the bottom, and really don't have a lot of great above average shooters. So I'm thinking Fiala should be able to get plenty of playing time. Now, could things dip off a little bit from last season in terms of points? Absolutely, especially with assists. You're really giving your teammates chances and then hoping that they will be able to bury the puck in the back of the net. So, of course, that could change. But I think in terms of him creating scoring chances in offense, it's going to be a good thing for the Kings as they look to take a next step forward. They made the playoffs again. They've got a good future. I don't know how great it's going to be because we still have plenty of time to see how to play out, but it looks pretty promising right now. Now, as for Minnesota, things could be a little worse. Remember why they're doing this. They have to do these buyouts because they decided to do this, and now they are paying the price. At the end of the day, they cleared some future cap by moving on from Fiala, knowing that he was an RFA, knowing he was going to get paid pretty well, or should get paid pretty well, and they ended up getting a prospect, which I know there's been some concern about his offensive side of the game, but hopefully he can figure things out. And then, of course, you get a first-round pick, which gives you another first-round pick for this year, which is very good because you could always use more first-round talent. So, it could be worse. Not bad considering they're doing this because of that reason, like we said. So, for now, I think I'm leaning towards LA for winning this trade. Let me know down below what you guys think, who won the trade. And everybody, please make sure to like and subscribe. Stay safe. Hey, have a great night. An Eagle of Hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.